In this video, I will explain benefits, and may the snail god forgive me for saying that, downsides of buying things in War Thunder using real money. There are things in War Thunder that can be bought using real money. They might make the grind easier, offer quality of life improvements, and some might even give you combat advantage. But not all things in store are equally worth your hard-earned lunch money. What will be more beneficial for you depends on what game modes you enjoy, your playstyle, or how often you play. Premium account. This is the most cost-effective way to save your time. Researching vehicles, their modifications, and gaining crew skills with premium account is twice faster. Silver Lions are slightly more complicated because there is some math involved, so the real profitability depends on your performance, but you can expect to gain approximately twice more of this currency as well. What makes the premium account one of the most popular choices is that it's useful for every playstyle. Doesn't matter what game mode or nation you play, if you like tanks, planes, or ships, premium account will increase your rewards. The downside is similar to other subscription-based services. Premium account is time limited. You might feel like you have to play the game even if you don't want to, because otherwise premium time will expire and your money will be spent without providing you any benefits. That's why another most popular thing people buy is premium vehicles. They can be bought without the need to research previous vehicles, with couple exceptions, and they already have all the modifications installed, including Talisman, and additional Silver Lions modifier. Just like premium account, premium vehicles also help you with a tech tree grind. But unlike premium account, vehicles last forever. There is no expiration date. So why not just buy permanent premium vehicles instead of temporary premium account? Well, that's because vehicles have some serious downsides. They offer no flexibility. Buying the vehicle is a commitment to one tech tree. If you buy this Challenger, you can only use this Challenger to research British ground vehicles. Furthermore, you might end up not liking the vehicle. It might feel good in test drive, but end up underperforming in battles with real players. So it's always worth it to watch some reviews on YouTube before skipping a serious amount of lunch just to speed up a research in one tech tree in one of the nations. Additionally, despite vehicles lasting forever, they might end up different over the years, especially when buying the higher tier vehicles, since they're being tuned more often. Their battle ratings are being adjusted, and new top tier vehicles are added every update. Some vehicles that can effectively research a whole tech tree at the time of purchase might end up less effective when new, even higher tiers are introduced into the game. Silver Lions, the main game's currency that can be earned by simply playing the game. Usually you should have enough Silver Lions to buy the vehicles you research, but not enough to upgrade all of their crew qualifications. At higher tiers, when vehicles have few times bigger modifiers, it's almost always better to buy premium account and enjoy bigger rewards after the battle than buying Silver Lions directly. The only advantage of buying Silver Lions is that instead of accumulating the currency over time, you get the money immediately. Free research points allow you to research the vehicles without fighting in battles. This is probably the worst way to spend money for few reasons. First of all, it's very expensive. 45 points cost 1 Golden Eagle. For example, to research M1228, I need to spend around 6,000 Golden Eagles. That's more than half of what you need to buy almost the same premium tank. Furthermore, first I would need to research all previous vehicles in the tech tree, and that is just the research. I would still need to spend the Silver Lions to buy them. So at the current state of this feature, it's best to ignore it. Modifications. They are almost never worth buying because you will research them eventually anyway by playing the game normally, with the only possible exception being ammunition types. Some vehicles with stock shells might feel underperforming until more advanced rounds are unlocked. But even then, in my opinion, more beneficial way to spend money is talismans. It increases experience gained with a regular vehicle by 100%, which means faster modifications research, vehicle research, and more crew experience. Premium vehicles have talismans by default, so purchasing it for a regular vehicle in the tech tree is few times cheaper, but talismans do not increase Silver Lions modifiers. Crew skills. This is something that is fair to call pay to win, because it gives you noticeable advantage in battle. Of course, you can increase crew skills just by playing the game normally, but it takes quite a lot of battles to maximize them all. The good thing is that there is no need to learn everything. Not all skills are equally useful, and early skill levels cost relatively low amounts of experience points. The main reason to buy crew experience is to learn the higher skill levels as soon as possible to get every possible advantage. Otherwise, if you are in for a long run, you will gain all the crew skills eventually. Crew qualifications. There are two qualifications. The first one, Expert, can be bought using Silver Lions, while the second one can be bought for Golden Eagles or alternatively for free if you have accumulated necessary amount of experience with that vehicle in that crew slot. Since the Ace qualification has the least amount of influence in crew performance, there is no need to buy it right away. If you really like that vehicle and play it very often, you will get the qualification for free eventually. Personally, I prefer to buy Talisman instead because it increases all experience gained, including the one needed to get the qualification for free. Crew slots are mostly a nationwide quality of life improvement, but they might have a practical value in some game modes. For example, with full lineup in Air Arcade, you can play aggressively without worrying about losing your planes too much, which is very useful. While in Air Realistic, you're only using one slot anyway, so crew slots will have no effect at all. Camouflage decorations are bushes and various items that are mostly relevant for ground vehicles. Especially useful are big foliage branches, since they might give you an advantage in battle. Camouflaged vehicles can be harder to notice in vegetation, and most importantly, bushes can cover the weak spots, making it more difficult for the opponent to figure out where exactly they are. For everyone who mostly plays tank game modes, it's beneficial to buy at least one big branch. One decoration can be used on all ground vehicles at the same time, so in my opinion it's a worthy investment for tank players. Camouflage patterns can be bought for all types of vehicles, but it applies only to the vehicle it's being purchased for. Apart from giving you the ability to stand out, camouflage patterns have little practical use. At close range, in most cases opponent will already know about you, while at long distance, any vehicle is just a few dark pixels anyway. For the most people, free, unlockable camouflages should be enough for the most of the environments you can find in-game. All kinds of loot boxes. In all games, they have very bad reputation. Personally, I don't think that in War Thunder it's a scam or unfair in some way. There are plenty of videos where people are opening many loot boxes at once, so you can get a rough idea about what you can expect. The main issue with loot boxes is that you have no control over what are you buying. If you are trying to get a vehicle, you will also end up buying premium time, bunch of Silver Lions, and wages. Would you buy them anyway? If no, then it's better to purchase the vehicle directly than risk buying plenty of things you don't need. Battle Pass. There are two kinds of rewards, free and those that only people who bought a Battle Pass can receive. In order to get the best rewards, which are premium vehicles, you must be playing the game very actively. It requires completing challenges, daily and special missions almost every day. If you are playing the game that much, Battle Pass purchase will allow you to get the most out of the time you spend in War Thunder. If not, there is an option to buy progress points, but this option is quite expensive, so probably best left until the end of a Battle Pass season when you will know if you will be able to make enough progress in time to get what you want. Backup vehicles allow you to respawn with the same vehicle once per battle, if the game mode allows respawning. Very handy if there are no vehicles of similar battle rating in your lineup, but the price might be quite big for one respawn. If you use the backups conservatively, usually you can get enough of them from Warbond Shop or from after-match rewards. Research points and Silver Lions boosters. Unlike the ones you get for free by logging in daily, as long as they are not activated, they have no expiration date. After activation, they work exactly the same as free ones. In my opinion, unless you are digging money with shovel, it's better to buy something permanent like premium vehicle or talisman than purchasing boosters that will last only 10 battles. Now when you know what you can buy, let's talk about when is the best time to spend money. Throughout the year, there are various bigger or smaller sales when you can buy things up to 50% cheaper. Such sales usually happen during War Thunder Anniversary, New Year, and various historical commemorations. But not all items get the discount. Usually, the bigger the celebration, the more things you can buy cheaper. For example, I don't recall when the last time crew slots or camouflage decorations were on sale, but Premium Time has discount almost every time. Premium vehicles are slightly tricky because despite there are plenty of sales when you can buy vehicles or vehicle packs cheaper, it's not always the ones you want to buy. Most recent vehicles from latest 2 game updates usually have no discount at all. When you are buying something during the sale, only the biggest discount will apply. So for example, in-game vehicles discount coupons or 3% content creators discount in Gaijin store will be replaced. Though despite that, by using content creator's personal link, that person will still receive some money from your purchase and you will still get unique content creator sticker. It makes sense to use different personal links for each purchase until you get all the stickers you want.